Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
You guys, I have no air left in my body. I couldn't even get that sentence out. I was like, I can't breathe anymore.
Oh my God.
I am that pregnant right now. There's no air.
You know what?
left
Your
in here.
breathing is not as heavy as mine was. I will say my
not
breathing
even close.
I couldn't breathe. I was like,
it's so hard. It's so hard.
You don't get oxygen.
I stopped having a snack before these podcasts because honestly, that makes it worse. Anyways, hey girls.
Hello, ladies. Happy almost weekend.
Happy almost Easter.
Ooh, that too.
It's Easter on Sunday. Where will you be when he is risen?
At my house. Well, actually, I'll go to church. And then I'll be at my house. I make the whole fam go to church.
We weren't going to do anything, but we are going to go out to dinner with some of Joe's family now.
That'll be nice. We're going to Pablo's mom's house for family dinner.
That sounds great. My sister is hosting. I wish I was going home, but I'm too fat to fly now. Some airlines have restrictions. Some airlines stop you at like 30
I think it's like 37 weeks.
No one can ask you, but every airline's actually different. They all have their own like guidelines, but no one could. It's not like anyone can look at you and be like, "Oh no, we got a 34-weeker here.
Get them out of here."
Yeah, but the whole damn fam's gonna be here next weekend for my Florida baby shower.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute. They're all coming. That's fun. That's nice.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Anywho, it felt like a nice light breeze of Bravo this weekend. I kind of liked it. I'm digging not watching anything on Wednesdays because I feel so refreshed for this podcast on Thursdays.
Uh-huh.
I'm feeling it. I mean, I know Top Chef is on, and I'm sorry if you like Top Chef and we're not covering it here, but it's only because we do enough.
Your girls need a break, and Bravo gave it.
And
the food's too bougie for me, I'll be honest. Maybe not for you, but I'm not a bougie eater. I like chicken fingers and french fries.
I never really got it. Joe loves those shows. I've not gotten into it. I couldn't even tell you what it's about. I mean, I'm assuming like it's a competition show for the top of the chefs.
Yeah, the Top Chef. Yeah, they make like bougie food. Like, I don't even know. Couldn't even tell you.
Well, let's get into the tea of the week. First of all, today Bravo dropped a little like, oh, some RHONY news is coming. And we were so excited and speculative. I feel like we should work for Bravo because we made it way bigger than it is. We were like, RHONY reboot plus RHONY legacy. Oh my God, who's going to be there? I wrote down my cast like down because I was like so excited about it. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be all 6 of the returners from the reboot because we knew they were all coming back. And then it's going to be Sonia, Luann, Dorinda, and Kelly. And like then the announcement came and it was just that they're all coming back, which we already knew.
They played us. Like you put up 10 apples and were manifesting. You made me believe it was something a little bit more exciting.
When they posted it on Bravo, the apples were in like a better order and it just looked like they were a circle. But when they posted it on Twitter, they didn't look like that. So that's why I was like counting them too. So everyone's coming back, which we knew. And it felt everyone's coming back full time is what it looked like. I mean, I know that they didn't say that, but it felt like Jenna's like little spiel was like, the rumors are true or something like that.
I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised she's like, I'm happy. Yeah. I love Jenna Lyons, but I'm very surprised she's coming back.
I'm surprised.
Hopefully it's not so much trauma dumping and we move on from that to like the chaos.
Yeah, hopefully we got that all out of our system in season 1. Now
we can
just fight.
Agree. Yeah.
I feel like unless you're literally terrible, everyone deserves a season 2 because like we got it. And even if you're really terrible, you deserve a season 2. I think kind of depends. Not Anne Marie. I don't want to give her a season 2, but
I think too because like it's got to be so bizarre to just film and like try to like be natural and like charismatic. Like
when we don't know you. I need to get to know you. It's kind of like I know that you guys are loving the Valley, and it's not that I'm disliking it. It's just like I don't know these people. I'm like not invested in them at all. And the people I do know, I'm annoyed by. So We'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. House of Villains 2 announced their cast. I'm excited. Are you guys going to watch on E? It's not Bravo.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I like
the promo shoot that they did was so funny, I have to say, where everyone was like saying like their worst things that they did. And she was like, Joe, you want me to flip the table?
This.
You guys didn't see that?
Oh my God. have to watch the video. It's so
very
good.
funny. It's very
Can you
funny.
send it to me? You said there was a trailer and I couldn't find it. I just found
it's in that article
with New York.
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
All I saw was this 25-minute video of New York.
And they were like beating up the dummy. It was like so funny. No, it's not that 25-minute video. That's like an interview. No, I'll send it to you. It's really funny. It's like them each standing in front of Joe McHale and like saying like stuff that they are villainous for.
Joe?
Mm-hmm. Joel.
I'm like, when she said Joe, I thought she was talking about Joe Judice. I'm like, huh? Joel.
That'd be
Joel
quite the
McHale. Okay, so the cast is, which Teresa was rumored to be, that's why she was in LA, because she was filming this, so we kind of already knew that, and the rumor is true. New York Tiffany Pollard returns, and I really feel like her and Teresa are going to be good friends, because New York knows who to not fuck with and who to fuck with, and I like that about her. We have Wes from The Real World, who is villainous. Candy from RuPaul's Drag Race. We have someone named Richard from Survivor. I've watched a lot of seasons of Survivor.
He won Survivor season 1. He won the first season.
Oh, is he like 100 years old? They're on Survivor 46 right now.
Yeah, but I think they do more than like one a year.
Oh, they do.
They do like probably multiple. So yeah,
3 or
been
4.
Like 20 years.
I've only watched probably like 37 and on.
I literally think
Larissa,
I only watched his season 1.
I think so
Larissa
too.
from 90 Day Fiancé. I love that show. You know I'm a major
Is
90 Day Fiancé. Yes. There's a lot of domestic violence in that relationship.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't recall. It was like season 6, I think, so it's a while back. But I am actually on season 5. I'm doing like a recatch up, so I'll let you know when I get to it. Thanks, Victoria from The Bachelor, which I believe is the girl that wore a crown the whole time, and she was super fucking annoying on Tyler Cameron's Friends season. I can't think of his name now, but I always confuse him with Jason Cameron from Winter House. But I think his name's James, not Jason. I always confuse their names. Camilla from Bad Girls Club, Jesse from Big Brother. I'm not a Big Brother watcher, I won't lie to you, but I watch like all the challenges now have Big Brother people and Big Brother people on like Traders. So I feel like I know Big Brother people, but I just can't get into Big Brother. I watch enough TV. And then Safari from Love and Hip Hop also was an ex of Nicki Minaj. And there you have it.
Right.
You know, I thought his name was like Safari. I did not know it was Safari. I thought it was Safari.
I thought it was too.
Oh my God, it's Safari.
I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, and like,
I don't either.
follow Nicki Minaj.
I
would always read it as like Safari.
Famous for dating Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I did not read it Safari. I'll say that.
Also, was married to Erica Mena, who was a former Dash doll that was also on Love and Hip Hop. A little crossover there for you. Little facts, fun facts. She's very canceled at the moment. She made a very racist comment in the last season, so we don't love her, actually.
Okay.
Yes. Anywho, okay. Buying Beverly Hills, it all dropped on Netflix last Friday. I only watched 1 episode, I won't lie to you. But I will say, it's uncomfortable because Kyle's in it. It's like they filmed when they were still like good or pretending they were good, and they're like very kind of lovey in this first episode, but you can see like the scenes for the next and stuff, and it seems like this is Mauricio's chance to paint the narrative that like he was wronged in the relationship. So,
interesting.
I'll keep you posted. I'm a little more interested in Love is Blind right now, so whenever I turn Netflix on, it's not to watch Buying Beverly Hills. Do you guys watch Love is Blind?
I watched last season. I haven't watched this season, no.
I don't have Netflix anymore. I don't have Netflix anymore because We were using our parents' account, and then when Netflix booted us out of principle, I refused to resubscribe. I'm sticking it to the man.
I haven't got booted out of my sister-in-law's or my mother-in-law's. I use my mother-in-law's
booted immediately
on my phone, and I use my sister-in-law's on my TV. So weird.
Weird.
Yep.
Do you want my login information?
It won't let me do it, and I'm just weird. out of principle. I refuse.
I wonder if it's because you keep if you keep a VPN on. I bet that's why.
It won't do it with our like it's not on our like Wi-Fi. Just
weird.
Device specific. Yeah.
So. Very strange. Well, I'm sorry for you because I really like Love is Blind.
I think what I'm going to do is subscribe for like a month, watch everything I need to watch, and then cancel it.
Just keep making new email addresses and get promos. There are people that do that. Sick people. It's up to like $17 a month now, and I've had it like from the grandfathered stages. I can imagine what it costs for people who like are just getting it now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, back to Bravo. John Jansen is suing Shannon for $75,000 that she allegedly borrowed for a facelift. It's not alleged. She said she owes money, and she said she would have paid him money, but now he's like suing her just for.
She said she would pay him, but he wouldn't sign a non-disparagement agreement. So she was like, "I'm not paying you."
Oh,
yeah.
Well, he's definitely.
So my thing is like he said, like she said, he doesn't pay for anything. That was one of her complaints to all of her friends. How is he poor, but yet he's giving you $75,000 for a facelift? And why don't you have $75,000 for a facelift? I'm confused.
I don't think he's poor. I think he's just an asshole and like wouldn't pay for stuff. So it's nice that he gave her that gift of a face. I'm like, I don't know, like, how can you sue for that? It's a gift.
Was it a gift, or was it a gift, or was it she borrowed it? That's the question. Like, what was their agreement?
Is there a contract that says I'm going to pay you back? I don't think he's going to be seeing that money, honey. And she is lawyered up, babe, because she is working out that DUI right now. And her ex-husband, David Bador, was charged with reckless driving, and now he's using her lawyer, too. So that lawyer.
Oh, must be a good lawyer.
Yeah. A lot of money off the Badors. Miami news, they are going to begin filming in the fall, and there's going to be cast changes, it said, which I think we kind of speculated in terms of the who's a friend of and who's getting a full-on mojito department.
So Kiki better get a mojito.
I heard that, who did I hear was out? Marisol and Gertie were out. That's what I heard.
I saw that too.
You know, that's rumors that I've seen.
I'd be bummed if Marisol was out. I could do without Gertie, honestly.
I have to wonder if Gertie's I could do without Julia removing herself. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Life is precious.
But I could also do without Julia. She does nothing. She's like mayonnaise.
Nothing. Yeah, she's kind of.
Yeah.
I love mayonnaise. How?
I know, but it's just like there.
What kind? What kind of mayonnaise?
Hellman's.
Okay, I'm just checking. Just checking.
Whoa. What is the other option?
What is the other option?
Miracle Whip girlies?
No, that was the right answer. Do you know that Joe asked me like 2 questions when we started dating? What kind of mayonnaise do you eat, and do you eat your pizza with a fork and knife? And if I didn't get those right, we would not be married right now. I'm telling you that right now.
Fair enough. I think that's a good
The answer is Hellman's, and no, I do not. That is the answer.
Yeah. That is very true.
Back to Miami, Dr. Nicole had her baby girl, Genevieve, via C-section. She was born early. She was only 35 weeks. I didn't realize we were so close together. And then I got scared. I was like, oh, fuck. What if I have to go to the hospital and have a baby soon? Scared me. But she's doing
coming.
well.
It's coming.
Not early. He's going to come promptly when he's supposed to, when I'm ready. I'm a control freak. I can't handle this. Like, he can come whenever he feels like it.
Good luck after the baby comes being the control freak.
I just want to get to my work from home stage, which starts in 1 day, and pack my hospital bag. And then he can come whenever he wants.
Wash his outfit for the ride home. Wash his outfit for the ride home, because I was in labor washing Louis in the bathroom sink before I went to the hospital. So
everything is washed. I've washed everything.
There you go.
Except for stuff that anything people like buy me now, I'm just throwing in the hamper. But every single one is washed and put away. Anywho, more Miami news. Marcus is calling out Larsa for rewriting history on their breakup. which I find interesting.
It's not like history if nobody cares. Like, move on.
I care. All
right.
I want to know what happened.
I do not.
I care.
I felt like they were so in love, and now they're beefing, which is like weird. Like, were they faking it for the camera? That's what I would like to know.
I don't think so. But I think it was like a very hard and fast honeymoon phase, and then that just kind of fizzled. You're throwing a welcome home party after your man's been gone for 5 days. Like, get real. Get real.
I'm throwing a go back out party because you weren't gone long enough and I need space.
Same. I was thinking that. I didn't say it. I'm like, I would throw my husband a going away party.
Oh, God. Let's move over to some Vanderpump news. Apparently Lala and Katie are beefing. Lala had some shady things to say after her Watch What Happens live taping. Basically, she said, I guess me and Katie would be cool if I was still miserable, but I'm not. So
she's not wrong. So that's all I have to say about that. Katie is a miserable person.
Katie didn't seem to understand why on Watch What Happens Live that they were beefing, but apparently they are. Ariana bought a $1.6 million house in the hills.
I hope she likes her shack.
I know, that's not a lot of...
It looks nice.
It's not a lot of money. It does look nice, and it's in the hills.
LA. I feel like that's so cheap for LA.
No, but I saw pictures of it. It can't be big. It's got to be like 1,200 square feet. But that's not a lot of money. Like $1.6 million in South Florida doesn't get you very far.
Mm-hmm.
1.6 million in fucking LA is not getting you anywhere.
I know, but good for her.
That's why James lives under the airport. That's why James lives under the airport.
And I think his is more than $1.6 million.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing all over the place that she's the new host of Love Island, which I know she was like obsessed with the show. And I remember she was like on it. It was one of the promo gigs she got. But now I guess she's the host once she's done with Chicago. But she re-signed for Chicago.
Vanderpump?
I actually commented on Reddit. I commented on Reddit that she should leave. She's bigger than this at this point, so she needs to go out. Yeah. Her management team needs to keep getting her these deals, and she needs to go. Exactly. Yeah. I posted that on Reddit, so I got I got like 14 down likes. What are they called? Wow. Yeah. Well, I also said some other stuff, so I mean, I knew I was
fucking shocking. Fucking shocking.
But we can talk about that as we talk about VPR. We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
John Mayer commented that he is annoyed by Scheana because
I don't believe
to the fucking club.
I don't believe that they didn't have a threesome.
I believe he hooked up with her. I mean, I don't know terminology, but I believe he hooked up with her. I'm not sure. Other pissed off people this week include Jackson Brittany, Kristen, who I happen to piss off unintentionally.
You're gonna get us blocked.
I know. We're not already blocked. I'm gonna check right now. I didn't even look because I don't care that much because Jax blocks everybody. But okay, so I posted. No, we're not blocked by Jax. Let's see. That's literally an account. It's called Blocks by Jax.
It's because
he blocks everyone. He blocks everyone. So I just posted nothing crazy. It was like, who's messier, Kristen or Jax? I don't think that's a big deal. That's all I posted.
No, it's a question. It's a good question.
Right. And so Jax, who I did not tag because he's untaggable, somehow found it and writes, all reality TV is messier. You wouldn't even watch. Are we supposed to sit around and braid each other's hair and talk about world peace? Give me a break. You don't have messy. You don't have reality TV.
Okay, yeah, dude, we fucking agree.
I love the chaos. I
wrote back and I said, Jax, it's exactly why we watch. Now we want to know who people think is messier. And then no one said
someone commented.
Someone. An anonymous commenter commented. And then
I love your messy ass Jax.
Like an hour later, Kristen comments and writes, can we braid each other's hair and have Cosmos, Jax? And then I just can't because I can't stand her. And I said, Cosmos are so 2012. It's the espresso martini era, babe. She didn't answer. Let the espresso martini have its moment, okay? Sex in the City. Get out of here.
I want to know how he found the post. Like what? I don't understand.
I searched through Kristen's tagged photos.
Was she tagged?
Why, Darcy? Why would he be doing that? Darcy's theory. I'm into her theory.
I think Jax is in love with Kristen, and I think that they have been watching Drive together all of these years.
That part's gross.
What do you think they've been doing? Braiding each other's hair, drinking Cosmos?
I mean, it was always Kristen, I guess. Kristen and those gargantuan feet inside those Nike slides. Well, I didn't think I posted anything crazy. I've certainly posted worse about both of them before. I literally posted a meme last week of Kristen's face, and it just said a face I didn't miss. But she didn't have anything to say to that. I think I tagged her in it too. I don't know.
My God.
So, Jax is
We made it.
That bothers me.
Jax yelling at us is our we made it moment for me.
It was just weird. I'm like, this isn't even bad. I just said who's messier.
He was just pissy.
Deal. You should campaign for yourself. I don't know. Anyways, moving over to Potomac, Candiace announced that she is out. Bye, Candy Cane. She's going to focus
I
on
hope Robyn follows her. Bye-bye, bitches.
Well, Robyn is allegedly out, but I have not seen that confirmed anywhere. So
yeah.
But Candiace, I feel like the writing was on the wall. She knew the jig was up, and she was probably going to get asked to leave. And I bet you if she leaves, if Wendy stays, Wendy will make more of an effort to get along.
You don't have your little alliance anymore.
Yeah, I agree with that theory. Spot on.
So that could work out. Maybe you really just need to get rid of one bad apple, and the bunch won't be so spoiled. Anyways, did you guys see this below deck thing? I don't know what happened, but apparently, like, Captain Carey said something like along the lines of he didn't know if Ben would be good enough at being bosun to make it through the season, which I don't think is a big deal to say. How could he know? He doesn't know him or his work ethic as a bosun. And Ben made this whole post like calling out Captain Carey, saying that
he also said it wasn't his first choice. Like, Ben wasn't his first choice of bosun.
He's not my first choice as someone I'd even want to watch on Below Deck, to be honest. But here he is.
Yep.
Wow.
It was interesting, though. I'm like, I don't know if you should call out the captain on a Bravo show because you're pretty unlikely to return if you do that.
It was like super bitter. Like, I don't know.
Rankings on boats are really important. Like, that's like calling out like your sergeant in the army or something. Like, you don't do that. So it seems like little Benny's got a little too big for his britches. What do I know? We talked about this in our group chat, but Mike Shoehead from Shaws of Sunset. So there was all those like domestic violence charges that came out, but he was acquitted of everything. There wasn't enough evidence, and now Paulina, his ex, released video footage of him. Like, it was bad. There were like 48 still shots from the video, and they were bad, of him like abusing her. Like, it wasn't nice.
Jesus.
Like, picking her up, putting her, like, slamming her head down, like, doing all this stuff, like, covering her mouth. Yeah.
He got his gun supposedly and, like, said I was going to kill you. Like, he's crazy and he's trash.
What a fucking monster.
Yeah.
They're in, like, the little, like, the kids' rooms and stuff. They're, like,
in the playroom.
It's not the first time that anyone he's dated has alleged something like this, but she's suing him personally now, but I'm just wondering, like, where was all this during the actual, like, when the charges came out? Because now he's just going to have, like, a lawsuit, but no criminal charges. But it was kind of like I was saying to you guys, when, like, stuff like that happens, you're so, like, trauma bonded. Like, she probably thought, like, it could somehow work out, and she didn't release it until she was really ready to be done.
That makes sense.
So
they say it takes, you should know this. What's the number of times it takes to actually leave your abuser? It's like a number of times. Like, yeah, I feel like I've read it. It takes almost like 10 times for you to try to leave before you actually leave your abuser. Yeah,
because you just go in like that honeymoon dysfunction like cycle until you can get out. Anyways, that's morbid. Let's move over to some Kim and Croy news. Go ahead.
Kim posted clickbait that said, I cheated on Croy.
And then,
did you guys see Ariana's TikTok? She's like, yeah, I opened up Instagram. Ariana's her daughter. And she's like, I was so embarrassed. She never said any names, but she made like this whole spiel. She's like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, everyone's going to be asking me if it's true. She's like, I'm just embarrassed for you. So that's embarrassing.
That's funny.
And then apparently Kim couldn't save the Range Rover.
No, it's being repossessed in accordance with the $87,000 lawsuit they have. There was someone posted a meme of her crying in like a confessional, and then that like was reported on top of it. It's not looking good for old Kimmy. She's still around she's shopping shows.
She's still in
like,
the house. She's still in the house. It's so wild to me that they're still in the house. Maybe they paid it. Maybe she got money from what show did she do?
Surreal Life.
Yeah, yep. Maybe she took that money and paid off some of the liens in the bank for the loan at least.
You could make enough on the Surreal Life to pay off what those people owe.
I meant for the mortgage. All I meant was for the mortgage.
Time to move on. Just move
cut
to
your losses.
Different part of Georgia, get a normal sized house, and live like normal people.
Exactly. Croy, go get yourself a teaching job in a coaching job at the local high school.
Football coach.
Exactly.
No one knows who you are. They won't care.
Kim, go back to nursing and just like raise your children. You have 4 young kids. Just be a normal all-American family. There's nothing wrong with it. It's what I do. It's what you guys do. It's kind of like, it just is what it is.
Speak for yourself. I'm just kidding.
You're not a normal American family?
Yes, I'm just kidding.
No, she's a bougie bitch.
Did you guys see any other Bravo news this week?
I did see Sonia posted a video of her dancing with Conor McGregor, the MMA fighter. And I'm like, what is going on? He is like
a certified lunatic. Oh my God. He's crazy.
They were in a club together and she was dancing like...
Interesting.
I just have a lot of questions.
Now it's going to be John Kennedy and Con McGregor. Great. Her townhouse keeps coming up on my like VRBO like ads, but then you click it and like it keeps going away, but then like the next day it'll come back again. You click in on it, like it's pictures of her entire townhouse. It's hosted by STAM, like her initials. Like it's like a legit ad. It's only $1,000 a night. We should go.
I bet it smells like cat piss.
Oh.
She doesn't have cats. She has dogs.
But I bet it smells.
It probably smells like mildew. It's a townhouse.
Shep also rents his house on VRBO. I found that out when I was like just looking to buy houses. It's in a really cool area. It's in a cool area. That's the only reason why I like it.
The only thing I would use JT for is to maybe stay at one of his Airbnbs. That's about it.
He had a meltdown in an airport this week. I saw that. Like,
oh, he did?
Full on fucking meltdown. They locked him off the flight. Like,
what?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I only saw a picture of him and it says like JT in the airport. I didn't see anything else that he was like being a lunatic.
Under that Reddit post, somebody who was like took the photo, updated and said like they said first he was like walking around the area, like kind of wanted to be seen. But he has a cane from his ATV accident and then like threw a fit with the boarding, like the gate agents, and they closed the door and wouldn't let him on the plane. And
Why? Does he not?
That's one thing you don't fuck with.
Status on JetBlue.
You don't fuck with like the airport unless you never want to fly again.
No.
Like that's one place you don't fuck around.
One time Joe started yelling at this like gate agent. I was like, shut your fucking mouth right now. We're getting on this plane. Shut your fucking mouth. And she like chased us down like the boarding ramp and was like, sir. And I'm like, get on the plane. Don't turn around. Pretend you don't hear her. Get on the plane right now. Yeah. Gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them, people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh boy. All right, doggies. Let's get into the shows of the week. Starting with Summer House. Let's go to Summer House.
Can I tell you guys a funny story? A quick funny story. It was like, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. I'm sitting at the kitchen table. I don't have my phone because it's charging in the other room. I'm just sitting there by myself eating a little snack. The boys are like on their iPads. I'm start talking to myself. My husband walks by. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, honestly, I'm just thinking about Carl and Lindsay. And that's literally what I was doing. I was talking to myself about Carl and Lindsay. What? It's like, I can't stop. That's all. So, yeah.
We're going to have you committed. What were you saying?
Those fucking white pants. What were
you saying?
Oh, I was thinking like, everyone wants to blame Lindsay, but Carl doesn't take accountability. He doesn't want to be like the bad guy. And like, I get that Lindsay's crazy, but Carl is kind of crazy too. And nobody wants to see that. I'm like having this whole conversation.
Calling people crazy while mumbling at the kitchen table to yourself.
Yeah, basically.
You're insane.
Basically. He asked me and I'm like, do you really want me to tell you? I'm like, I'll tell you. I'm just thinking about Carl and Lindsay.
Such a weirdo.
You're a nut. You're a fucking nut.
Oh my god. Well, they don't fight this episode, but they're barely speaking from the one before. And then somehow Carl ends up apologizing again. I don't understand how this keeps happening.
And then he doesn't even come on Friday night.
Easier to apologize than fight with her.
Yeah,
do you guys think that Lindsay knew that, or do you think he like made the excuse of needing to wait for the package and she didn't know that he was never coming?
He probably made the excuse because he's a dang liar.
I think
don't know.
He gave
I think
her
she knew
that
and she
excuse,
covered.
but he knew he wasn't coming.
No, I know he
Other
knew.
people knew.
I wondered if she knew that he was really never planning on coming. I think she did. I think she was just covering for him. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sierra and West were very like cuddly, and I just feel like she doesn't really like him.
I don't know. She posted a TikTok this week. She posted a TikTok this week, and they were together, and it was like late night. So
maybe she'll like him if he wins March Madness.
I think it's crazy they delayed voting.
I kind of like it.
So 2 judgy girls March Madness. It's the finals are Craig versus West, but there's summer houses tonight, so they delayed voting until tomorrow because they didn't know if the episode could sway people's votes. I think Craig's going to win.
Has a rookie ever won before?
No, if you win, you're not in it again.
But I'm saying, like, somebody's like first season, he's had like what 3 episodes, and everybody
I don't think so.
Oh, I get what you're asking. Sorry, no, I don't think so.
Captain Jason, I don't think there was more than 1 season of Below Deck out, and he won.
Yeah,
last year. I know there was only 1 season out, I believe, at the time. So yes.
All right. Well,
yeah. Once you're voted, then you go in the Hot Hall of Fame. Then you can get voted for the Hot Hall of Fame after. Anyways, Craig and Paige came back, and I don't really like want any more episodes without them. They didn't do a whole lot. I just like to have them there. It's like a security.
Just them talking about if boys can be witches.
If she was a witch.
I love it.
Oh boy. So this whole like Jesse flirting with Paige thing, I was like wondering, are we going to make this a bigger deal than it is? And I'm still kind of wondering that because we didn't really get to that. But I'm just like, should Craig be mad at Jesse for being so flirty with Paige?
Maybe just be like, yo, don't fucking touch my broad, hoe. Maybe just a little bit of that. That's all.
I don't think that's how he would say it, but I understand the sentiment.
I don't feel like he's going to say anything because I feel like he's so much like bigger and better than Jesse that he's like, funny.
Well, I think Kristen was like super secure in that relationship. So like,
has anyone
flirting with her is not anything.
Yeah.
Has anyone had a better glow up than Craig?
No.
No. I'd say Luann is up there.
Are trending downward. So
Luann has had a good glow up. I mean, I don't know though, because in the beginning she was like this high class lady, and then she kind of had a really big downfall. And now
I loved her in all her stages, though.
Yeah. She has lived a life.
Yes, for sure. Anything else? Everything else is like not noteworthy to me. I don't care about Kyle and Amanda's marital like normalcy. It's boring.
Yeah. The camping.
Don't need it. Don't want it. Oh yeah, they went camping. I forgot. And she's like, and I want to have a house where I can have
New Jersey.
Nature. I'm like, I don't care. New Jersey in nature? What? That's like in pollution.
It's like not a real thing. Unless you're getting like a beach house. I mean, the beach house in Jersey. That's about it. I don't know where else you're going.
Yeah, that's naturist.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's on tonight. Pumped.
Can't wait. I'm excited.
I know. I love it. There's not a bad season.
Yeah, it's
so good. I go back and rewatch The Workest Twins.
Oh, yeah.
Potomac. We finally got to the finale, girls. We did it.
God.
We made it. It took 18 episodes.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
So we started off where we ended, which is with the fight, which we didn't see the fight. Obviously, we knew we wouldn't. Cameras picked back up after the fact, which because it must be so hard to pick up your camera. Took all that time. So all we got to see was like Deborah leaving and Kiana's face all like bloody. That's it. Which we don't need to see that on TV. I think that violence on TV we don't need. But I just think like let's not say cameras picked back up right after. Like just you can leave that part out.
5 minutes later.
Just say we don't condone violence, so we're not going to tape this. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Or we're not going to show it. That's all. Yeah.
I believe they were up the entire time.
Yeah.
Right. Do you guys feel like Ashley is responsible for Deborah's behavior or partially responsible?
No,
partial
Deborah's
responsibility.
Deborah's her own fucking person. Ashley can't control her.
I think you are the company you keep. So if you want to keep company like that, then you have to own some of it.
I mean, but at the same time, she did. But at the same time, Candiace and Wendy were over there and making fun of her. So she went up and then Candiace has to make like a nasty comment. I mean, some people are going to fucking lollipop you. So you better watch what you say.
I think you mean mollywop.
Mollywop.
Not Wally. Always mollywop me good night.
I was so shocked. I love
Lollipop. That's what it is now. You're gonna get
lollipopped. But back in the day, you would have got mollywopped if you
like a motherfucker.
I cannot.
But
I think that Ashley owns some responsibility, and I agree. Like Candiace and Wendy are fucking bitches, but they don't
listen
on people.
You can't just hit every person that says some slick shit to you. Like, no. You can't.
I agree.
You might want to.
I agree.
You might think about it, but we don't act on those feelings.
And not if you're like someone in the public eye, which you're at an event where they're filming housewives, and even if you are not one, like you can't do that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Although when Monique did it, I could see why Monique did it, and she, you know what? I'm not. I don't know if I could have restraint. It is tough. It is tough.
I don't like Monique either, though. So I don't know. If Giselle punched Candiace, I'd be like, I get it. I get it. But Monique, no, thank you. No, thank you. She had some.
See, I liked Monique. I was a Monique fan.
I didn't like her and her stupid bird and her. I don't know. Listening to her, she was weird. Anyways, so it was Mia's finale party, but it just felt very like forced, like produced. Mm-hmm. It was not like
none of it was organic.
The finale, yeah, none of it, including the conversation between the 10 of them during the party about what happened. It was very forced. And then I have a gripe. Like really, I'm like these divorces, like. People get divorced every fucking day, and people have been getting divorced in housewife history since the dawn of the housewives. So why do we have to take 20 minutes of every finale episode now and devote it to someone's fucking divorce? Drew, freaking Kyle. Now we have Mia and Gordon. So these are people I don't even care about. Like
I don't know. I was very interested. I was very interested in Mia and Gordon's scene because Mia is fucking wild. She's been out there hoeing around, and Gordon gave her the okay. My mouth was all my guests.
I don't think we have any of the whole story.
All my flavors were gasted.
They lollymopped him right out of you.
Lollywopped him. I feel like we still don't have a whole story, and I don't think we'll ever get one. I feel like Mia and Gordon are both just liars, and they lied their way onto the show.
With Mia and Gordon, you'll never get the truth.
I know. She was on Watch What Happens Live, and she brought Ink to Watch What Happens Live with her, and it's trying to make it sound like high school sweetheart, like romance. I'm like, you have had a whole marriage in there.
I mean, she's still married.
Yeah.
I know. And the thing about her son maybe not being Gordon's son was sad too.
I don't want to watch that. Like that's questions of paternity, like,
especially
yucky.
when your son is older and then he's going to be like questioning it and like,
he's gonna
Mom, you
that.
had this on TV. Exactly. Protect your children.
Kids he goes to school with are going to see that and give him shit. Like, that's just so not, like, protect your family. You don't have to put it all out there.
She said something like, I'm just really transparent. I'm like, but you're like not actually, like, you're delusional. You just are like, you write your own story and then you try to live by it and then you rewrite it and then you rewrite it. On Watch What Happens Live, Andy asked her about like how she had like an inheritance and she's like, oh, all of my grandparents died in the same year and so I got some money. And the girl that she was on with, I forget who it was some actress, she was like, but like how much?
Just like a couple grand.
She's like, not enough to like retire, but like I had a little stash in the bank.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. How was your mom like a homeless crackhead and you had grandparents that left you an inheritance? I don't understand. Anyways, we're going to have the reunion episodes. I wonder how many there's going to be.
I was just going to
ask.
They
better do
2 or 3.
They better do 2.
I can't do 3.
I'll skip the second one. Putting it out there.
We can each watch one if it's 3 parts and report back.
I like it. I like it.
Small, but I'm just, it's a lot. It's a lot. So there's definitely going to be some cash shakeups, and we already see bye-bye Candiace, and I'm not sad about it. Go focus on your fake music career. Your husband can focus on being a YouTube food eater, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know subscribing to that.
I heard that Robyn might be out because Juan didn't show up to the reunion.
He never goes to the reunion. And
I know, but he needs a job.
He's not coaching now.
He needs his job, and now what?
Would there really be guys at the reunion? There aren't really many husbands.
Yeah, they're all the Gordon's there. Yeah, Ray is there.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're right. Oh, I saw something like Ashley saying she massages Michael's feet, and then I threw up. And
yes, I saw that. I saw
every night.
Every night. I mean, she's got to get her mortgage paid somehow.
That is disgusting. Nope, couldn't be me. Nope. No,
like, I would do a lot of things for money, and like that is not one of them. That would never be on the table.
I'd probably massage Rob Minkoff's feet before I would massage.
Oh my god!
Say, ooh, Mufasa.
Oh,
would you massage PKs? Would you massage PKs?
Yeah, for sure. For fun. Not even for money.
For fun? For funsies?
Yeah, I love PK. I would.
I literally don't touch anyone's feet, so you will not catch me massaging feet. I don't like when people touch my feet, and I do not touch other people's feet. That is nasty.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to pay me for that. No, I'm not like attracted to him. He seems like he probably has nice feet.
Do y'all massage your husband's feet?
I will like once in a while if his like legs are on me. I'll rub them for him.
Socks on or off?
Either way.
Joe has gross feet from running. I will like trim his like cuticles and toenails, but I wear gloves when I do.
I do not touch my husband's feet, and you couldn't pay me to. So there you go. No, thank you.
There you have it.
That's where we stand.
At your house.
No, the opposite.
The opposite. Pants down.
If I'm reading a book and they're like, "You suck my toes," I have to just stop reading the book because I'm
wifely duties are like, I mean, sometimes I gotta shave his back. Like it gets worse than touching.
No, that's fine. I'd rather shave a back than touch a toe. I'll be honest.
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't like feet. I
literally wear gloves. Like I won't touch his feet.
I wear gloves,
but I will cut his toenails because he like doesn't take care of them. And I look over and I'm like, how can you even have these out and exposed like in front of me like this? This is so gross. We usually go to get pedicures.
So I was gonna.
Anyways, yeah. Well, then I have to trim them before that because I don't want to upset those ladies. That's gross. Okay, Summer House I always say this wrong. I cannot say it correctly. I just call it Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard is back, guys. Hey, Martha.
Love it.
It was good. I thought it was a good first episode. A good first episode.
It was good. So everyone is back except Silas, who is deployed, and that Jason guy. I forgot about him.
So
I had to go back and look who was not there that was there before. And it was just those two. I think there was a lot of I don't like this. I hate when people do this, but there was a lot of like sexuality questioning about Jason, and a lot of people like, I know people were in our DMs like saying things too. I kind of feel like that's why he didn't come back, because he is still very good friends with Jasmine and Silas.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I was excited to see Jasmine without Silas, but like I didn't put the timeline of filming and her pregnancy together, and she's very obviously pregnant during this whole time. So she's not really going to be like fun. Maybe she'll be better without him, but she's not going to be drunk, which I was hoping she'd be drunk. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. There were all these people like, is she pregnant? I'm like, you guys, she had a baby in February. Like, this is how that timeline works.
Let me bring you back to 7th grade health class.
I know. It's just like 9 months long. This is how it works. Jordan, I feel like because she filmed Winter House, came in like she was better than everyone, and I didn't like that about her.
I have liked Jordan, and I'm not really digging the vibes so far with that first episode.
I always thought she was kind of boring. She's just boring.
Something's just off about her. It's like she's like trying so hard to be cool that she's not cool. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. I kind of liked Summer last season, and Summer annoyed me already. She is like very obsessed with Alex.
She is giving desperate. Let me tell you, if you don't invite me to a party, I'm not going to call you out because I didn't want to go to your dumb fucking party anyway. That would be the last thing I would do. I'd be like, oh, you had a party?
Call you out about being inside of
That's
me
not a
at the
call
dinner
out.
table.
My face was shook. I was like, oh my God.
I am not ever going to say you were inside of me at a dinner party of 12. That is gross.
And that's why we're not on Bravo.
This is true. This is true. How do you feel about her taking a picture and then texting it to people?
Creep.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like if you get it, if you text your friend, you got to know your friends are going to keep their mouth shut. If they're going to go and text everybody, that's one thing. Like, shut your mouth. That's wild. Yeah, it's weird. It's
Maybe
so
you
desperate.
text it to people that don't really know them, so that it's like it can't go any further. But you texted it to other people in the house. Everyone was going to find out.
You wanted people to know, and he didn't want people to know.
I like that he called her out on it too. I think that's funny.
Me too.
In his confessional, I thought it was funny. I don't know. I feel like last year I thought he was someone who thought like he was better than everyone else, but I was like,
he's just such a fuckboy. He is such a fuckboy.
I don't feel like he's denying that though.
You know, exactly. That's like his. Yeah, he's not.
Lean into it.
He's leaning into it. That's what he's doing.
I really liked the new girl, Noelle. What'd you guys think of her?
Oh, I loved her. I think she's going to be hilarious.
I like her, but I feel like she's definitely like putting on.
Yes.
For the camera.
Well, she's a newbie on a season 2 that did really well. Honestly, it's like wild to me that some people comment like, get the show off there. I'm like, are you guys like watching the same show? This is like one of the best shows on Bravo.
I mean, did you see the dinner party? Hello, she said,
I know.
You were inside me. I mean, my mouth was shocked.
Okay.
Honey, I was shocked.
Also at the dinner party, I am here for Preston calling out Bria. Why? I'm like, we're not going to do this fucking whiny baby shit from day one. I can't. And then he called her out and it ended.
He's like, what are you going to do? Cry? What are you going to do? Cry? You know that's what I would do. You know that's exactly.
There, I was like, is this Amanda?
I know. I feel attacked. It was so funny.
I love Preston.
What else did they do? They went on a boat, which I love because they didn't really leave the house last year. Like they didn't go out much.
A lot of COVID filming, so I wonder if that limited them on outings.
It was nice to see them actually go out and do something all together because I think when they went out, they wouldn't even go out all together. So they went on a boat, which was nice. Jasmine tried to talk to Jordan. I didn't feel like it went anywhere. I don't know.
Jordan doesn't care. She's checked out.
Jordan seems very closed off to that conversation.
Yeah. I just don't know what she's like. what's motivating her to even be on this show? She doesn't seem interested.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't seem like she's having fun. And she didn't seem like she was having fun on Summer or Winter House either. She just doesn't seem like someone I'd want to hang out with. She doesn't seem
not
fun.
fun.
Yeah, she's
I
not
feel like
fun.
Summer should be fun.
Agreed. She puts off the vibe like she wants to be fun, but she's just not there.
Yeah, she's not fun.
Yeah.
And also Amir's gotta lean into the chaos, because him just getting up and cleaning, that's not gonna get you a season 3, my friend.
I fucking loved. I thought it was.
He has a girlfriend, so now he can't. He has a girlfriend. He has to behave. I think that Nick. Well, I feel like I saw it in the previews too. Nick is still gonna be kind of a fucking flirt, even though he has a girlfriend that we've all met before.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you guys sleep in the bunk bedroom? It actually looked cool.
Yeah, if it was like you two or my
roommate, bunk up with my friends.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. I would love that.
3 of us in the bunk bedroom.
Yeah, I always think about like when the housewives go on a trip, and like Sonia and Ramona always share a room. Like that's so fun. Like when me and Darcy were there, we had so much fun sharing a room. So I'm into room sharing. I don't need my space.
Mexico.
Yeah, for your
bachelorette party. Martha's Vineyard. When did you guys go to the Vineyard without me?
We didn't invite you. Now you know. No, so it was fun.
Well, I just want you guys to know I did the room assignments. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome. Anything else on Martha's Vineyard? I love it. I'm excited. I hope it's more than like a quick, because I think it was only like 10 episodes last season.
It's going to be another 10 because it's only like they're only there for 15
2
days.
weeks.
So,
yeah.
I hope we get 12 out of it.
Give me 15.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
A reunion.
We don't want it to be too boring where they have filler episodes, because that's when things start to go downhill.
No, that's true. They didn't have a reunion though, right? Last year, did they?
Did they do like a Watch What Happens Live?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think.
No.
Maybe
So
they'll
I'd
do
like
a Watch What
reunion
Happens Live this year.
If they're gonna make me sit through a boring ass Winter House reunion, I want a Martha's Vineyard reunion, even if it's just a Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah, I don't mind a Watch What Happens Live reunion.
Tweet it to Andy.
I'll tell Andy. I'll tweet it.
Thank you.
Andy's on spring break, guys. Andy's on spring break.
It is spring break around here.
Moving over to Below Deck. Okay, so I kept getting messages like all day yesterday that Dylan from Below Deck, the new deckhand, was on Vanderpump. And I like pulled the scene and I was like, it does look a lot like him, but like, what's he doing there? So I finally this morning, some girl was like, did you find out? Did you find out? And I was like, okay, let me ask him. So I did. I asked him and he said, yeah, that was me. And I was like, really? I was like, you were only on Below Deck once and you're already on Vanderpump? He's like, more to come. Whoop, whoop. And I said, so then I was like, the girl was like, well, did you find out why? I'm like, oh my God, geez. Okay, I'll go back and ask. So the last message I sent him was like, how do you know the Vanderpump peeps? Is that how you got on Below Deck? Didn't get an answer yet, but I'm sure he will. He's been very responsive and he follows us. He hasn't seen
He's very enthusiastic.
He's very enthusiastic. Actually, there were more messages in here from like before that. And they were like, he said, thanks for supporting you amazing women. That's what he said. He's so cute. Wow. Anyways, we got a new deckhand, Dylan. Did you guys like him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The girls seem to like him.
Who wouldn't?
Sure. Who wouldn't?
That's
looker. Right. He was with your favorite person on Vanderpump Rules, Katie.
Oh my God, bro.
I just assumed it was like another SUR worker. I'm like, maybe he works there.
I didn't realize it until I was listening to Crappens and they're like, and then Below Deck guy was there. We'll get into that. And I didn't listen to the full episode, so I like missed it. But I'm like, and then when you said, did you know Dylan? I'm like, no, but I knew someone from Below Deck was there because they called it out on Crappens.
Could you go back and listen so I can find out why? In case he doesn't answer me, I gotta answer this girl back. She can keep asking.
I will. I'll let you know.
You guys, Justin troll news. I'm like, I can't be stopped, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm taking our account down. This girl today said, I posted something about, we'll get to it when we get to Vanderpump. I posted the picture of Katie and Ariana in their shop, and it said something about a restaurant that never opens. And this girl writes, the hate from strangers is wild. I'll assume none of you boneheads ever opened up a restaurant before. Weirdos. And I wrote back to her and I said, not you actually being a hater. Just saying.
The whole thing is like, if you've worked in restaurants, you know to not open up a restaurant. They're not easy to do. What, like?
Yeah. I mean, 2
Can
years
you guys
isn't a
bring that
correction
same
amount of
energy
time.
to Carl wanting to open a sober bar? Because you didn't bring
no,
that
I like
energy.
that
Listen,
idea.
no, the concept
I like that
is
idea.
fine. The concept's fine. Actually opening up a bar
have
and
good
restaurant,
investors.
not a good idea.
Okay, I'll appreciate that. I'll appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get there. All right, let's go back to Below Deck. Anyways.
All right.
Ben beaches the tender. I wonder why Captain Carey thinks you're not a good bosun. I'm just saying. Anyways. They do some murder mystery thing where Barbie's whole butt was out. That was really funny. It's a murder! I thought I made a funny meme. My meme was...
I got a kick out of it.
What did it say? After watching my first...
After listening to one true crime podcast.
After listening to one true crime podcast.
There's been a murder! Not wrong.
Oh, Sunny's starting to show her jealous colors. She is highly jealous of the friendship between Ben and Sandy.
Ben's also just super touchy-feely with everybody.
He doesn't
literally
call himself
everyone.
He calls himself the stew slayer, so this is not the first time that he's boned more than one stew.
Like, lame thing to call
did
yourself.
He call himself or did I call him that?
No, he called himself that. I mean, he called. You know what? Now I don't know. No, I think
someone else called him that. Maybe Frasier called him that, and then I just took it on.
Okay. Well, somebody called him the stew slayer.
Yeah.
What?
So.
Yeah. These guests were fine. They were really appreciative in the end, which I thought was sweet. They were crying about it being on their bucket list. And then, not on my bingo card, Frasier and Kyle making out. But then I remembered earlier on. That. Well, I remember Kyle saying, I just love everyone. Yeah, I tried hooking up with a guy once. It's not for me. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess that's why he said it. A little foreshadow. Good for them. 2 hot people making out. So apparently they showed scenes for the rest of the season because we're halfway through. And then Jill's here and she's fucking, I can't wait for her charter.
A monster.
She's a monster. I can't wait. But they show Barbie and Kyle actually hooking up. So I guess Barbie and Kyle like each other.
I think he's adorable. I just feel like he hasn't gotten a lot of screen time.
Yeah, I always sometimes forget who he is. Yeah, I'm I forget that you're here.
His accent's too thick and they don't want to decode it. I love the chef. I think he's a sweetie. He's a fucking mess in the kitchen.
Train wreck. But I love him.
It's a good cast. I'm into it.
It's better than Med.
Yeah.
Very true.
I like Frasier. I think it's fun. I mean, I miss Kate, but I feel like he's bringing that same bitchy energy, and I like it. And now if he would just make a penis-shaped towel for the bed.
Call it really round it all out.
We'll have the best time. That was one of the best episodes ever when she made the penis-shaped blankets for the bed.
It's a rocket ship.
It's a rocket ship. Oh, boy. All right. Vanderpump. Funny episode this week. I was when I turned it on, I was oh, extra long episode. I can't even breathe. But it was actually really funny.
I think it was the best one so far this season.
Same.
I agree. Anne was getting ready for Taylor Swift and wanting to be Ariana's assistant so bad. So cute. Justice for Anne, for real.
Anne also came out and said she had eaten a bunch of mushrooms prior to that.
Oh my god! No, Anne.
So
I get it. I get
it. Just a sweet girl, Anne. Oh,
I like it.
Ruin it for me. You ruined it for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. I feel like this whole episode is Lala just hanging with the ops, guys.
Oh, so why I got canceled was because they were like,
what'd you do?
Lala is such a flip-flopper. I'm like, do you guys realize producers came in and were like, you have to start filming with Sandoval. You guys have to do your jobs. Because they were like, oh, Ariana set boundaries. I'm like, regardless of what Ariana can say or do, she still has a job to do. This is her job. Why do you think she started showing up at stuff that they were all filming at? Because she has a job. And then I said she should leave because she's bigger than this now. people were not happy because of the boundary thing.
Your contract's going to get canceled if you don't show up to
Exactly. Shit. I said everyone should be thankful for Sandoval because he's what made last season interesting. Before Sandoval, it was the most boring shit on TV.
I know. And now everyone's just staring at him with like a microscope. Like
he is getting so much screen time. This whole season is about him.
Ew, when he was carrying his little bowling bag Merce into the restaurant.
Like, what is it? What does he carry around? I actually wondered, what's in your bag?
Why do you have so much stuff?
I don't even have that much stuff. I got 3 kids.
You know what else I realized? That Lala's fashion is like what Joe's trying to be, but like is failing miserably at. Like Lala was wearing like a trucker hat too, but she looked great. She's wearing that oversized camo sweatshirt and like Versace shoes. Looks great. Then you have freaking Joe Dirt, Sloppy Joe. It's like she's doing what she's trying to do what Lala is doing. It's just not working.
Joe is wearing it and Lala is styling it.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
The Sloppy Joe comment fucking sent me.
I know. All right. Let's get there. You guys were obsessed with the breathwork orgasm, which like, I don't know. We have those classes all the time in Florida, so I've seen this before. So I was just like, "Oh, great, another one of these stupid things."
I felt like it's such an LA thing to do. I couldn't. I would have been like filming him and fucking sending it to everyone I know. Like, look at this fool.
The guy leading it like had like a podcast set up like we currently have. Like, I was like, "Is he? What is going on?" And then when he grabbed the pillow and was kneeling, I was like, "Is he?"
I was like, "Is he gonna suffocate him?" That's what I like.
Is this how it ends? Is this he doesn't breathe? There's really breath work. Like you have to hold your breath. I was like shook for a minute. I didn't understand what the pillow was for.
I don't know. Maybe he realized he was on camera and was like, "Oh, I can't put this pillow over his face." I would never make it on the West Coast.
I would never. I could not. I'm an East Coaster through and through.
The guy's like, "You have a friend here?" And he's like, "What?"
And then he's like, "Oh, hey, Lala." And then he's like, "Oh, hey, Lala." Like he's completely over the breath work. Done.
Want a latte?
I mean,
you want to go outside?
She was like, "I've heard about your lattes." Want a dumpling latte?
On the after show, she said that she can understand why Ariana stayed and she would fuck Sandoval for a latte. And then called him a needle dick and said it went pew, pew, pew.
He has the worst game. Like, I keep thinking, like, he's so gross and, like, who would want to hook? Like, how did Ariana stay with him for 10 years? Like, how? Because he's such a fucking loser.
I mean, you know what? I'm going to say something also might be unpopular. She was not really part of Vanderpump, and then look who became part of Vanderpump because she started dating Sandoval. Like, I kind of feel like she does what all of the girls that date James Kennedy do. They just want to be on the show.
But she stayed for 10 years.
Like,
she stayed for 10 years, and he. Well, I couldn't be me. He is just so off-putting to me.
So weird. So also Lala going out to juice shorts. I don't know, but the casual dropping of "I made out with Scheana," like I thought it was going to be a way bigger storyline, and maybe it's still going to be a bigger storyline, but it was just like it's so long ago, and you guys are divorced.
Lisa being like, "Who cares? It was 12 years ago." Like Lisa was like, "Why are you?" Like Lisa did not care. She wanted to move on so fast. I love Lisa.
I get being annoyed with Scheana that like Katie being annoyed with Scheana that she never brought it up, but I feel like past that you just gotta like let it go. She wasn't making it a huge deal, but
yeah,
I don't know. We're back at Hotel Ziggy, and there's literally like the couch of rejects: Billy Lee, Joe, Billy Lee's friend. I can't.
T.
Joe? Yeah, I felt bad for her actually. But Joe.
Okay, here's the thing.
Weird.
T is a 25-year-old. Of course she's going to go out with Sandoval to get on a reality show. Like, of course. I would do that shit at 25 too. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Joe, like, going and saying she was being attacked. I'm like, when did this happen? Like, no one talked to you. No one said anything to you other than why.
All Scheana said was take off your hat.
I know.
Scheana was fucking obnoxious.
I was just going to say that Scheana was so fucking annoying. She's like, I'm drinking again. I hate when people do it. Exactly. Like, you're so fucking annoying. Like, oh, I'm drunk.
I don't care.
It's like your high school.
What's with having everyone's location? Oh, go ahead.
Schwartz saying he goes on sobriety benders. What?
He's like, it's been 3 days. It's been 3 days. Like, what does that even mean?
Lala's face was like,
okay.
Okay, what I said that before that was, what is with Scheana having everyone's location?
She's a fucking freak. It's fucking weird.
And she's like, it's not like I sit here and like, where are you right now? Why aren't you answering? But I'm like, no, you do.
Obviously,
you for sure
you do.
That. You're a creep.
My thing is they all had to share their location with her. So let's put some of the blame on them.
I have 4 locations.
That's true.
Like, keep it small. Yeah, you are. It's you, my mom, my husband, and my mother-in-law.
There you go.
I don't even have my husband.
I don't have my husband. It's better. You know what I always say? Like, don't do anything that's going to get your feelings hurt.
When I'm like, I'm on my way and I'm lying, I don't need you to know that.
Exactly.
We end with Katie, I guess, smashing the homie. She banged Schwartz's friend, but Brock is like also in the running for a housewife.
I was like, go Brock, go. Somebody's got to do the work. I mean, Katie and Ariana are doing shit.
And that's why he's got a seat at the reunion.
Thank you. Also, can we just talk about the whole dog thing? Like, I feel really bad for the dog, but Ariana, your room is a fucking disaster. Your room, every time they show it, I'm embarrassed.
Takeout? That's gross.
Yes.
You can't go downstairs and throw that out.
Her room is gross. Every time they show it, I'm embarrassed for her.
I know.
That's all I want.
Hire your own assistant to take out your trash.
Yeah.
The stories were very different, though. Did he lock the dog in there or just accidentally leave the door open?
My even larger question is, who has 500 laxative pills just casually in their home?
Yeah. I'm thinking we lost 500 milligrams, maybe, which is like, I don't know, 2 pills. I don't know.
That's just...
It was weird.
Questions.
It was weird.
Costco. Anyways. I'm going to go with Costco.
It was a good episode, and I was glad to finally like see some stuff we haven't seen and don't know about, because like that is getting so old to just keep seeing stuff we've already heard, seen pictures of. I did see that picture of the 5 of them posted in front of the pool at hotels like you before, but aside from that, Tom trying to talk to Ariana and her like, just, my lawyer has it.
Tom's just trying to get his paycheck. That's all I gotta say.
It's an A for effort.
Good for him. He's showing up to work. I think that the prediction that people are going to like Tom more than Ariana at the end of this is probably spot on.
I don't know, because the more I read Reddit, people understand Ariana. They still do not like Tom. No, I haven't seen any fan of Tom yet.
I mean, I've been a Tom hater since day one, so like I'm going to just keep riding that.
Yeah, but I've also been an Ariana hater, which I'm starting to feel.
I've been like middle of the, like, I don't like her, but I don't hate her. She just exists.
You know, I think you can't be a Stassi lover and not an Ariana hater at the same time. They're just so different. If you're one, you are the other. Like, if you love Stassi, you must hate Ariana.
Okay.
That's kind of how I feel. And I'm a Stassi lover. Anyways, the Valley, you guys want to talk about it? Because you guys seem to love it. I'm just not captivated yet.
It's fucking messy.
It is.
Like, they're just... Jax,
I mean, nothing's happening
when he is just meddling in other people's business, and he has no reason to be there. Like, he is at his peak.
Yeah, let's invite Alex. For what reason? For why? Like, for why?
Oh, and that guy. Why did you show up looking homeless? No, for your on-screen debut. Did you learn from Kristen how to dress for your on-screen debut? No. Sweetie.
I agree. No. I mean, nothing
like
really
either,
happens
though.
on the show. It's just like
I feel like
a show.
Luke looks like a pedophile. Like, I don't like him.
Oh,
that's a statement.
That
is a statement.
He looks like someone that should be 100 feet from a school at all times. That's how I feel.
Wow.
Kristen running gave me like Phoebe from Friends vibes, like big time. Just all of like 5 seconds of it.
The couple that's already divorced, they definitely look like they're about to get divorced. They
they don't seem like they have fun.
They don't fucking like each other.
No.
I want your opinion on this like whole nipple flick thing.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but that's me. I'm not like a woke hoe, so I don't know. I mean, she flicked his nipple first, and he just reacted. Like, if somebody pinches your nipple, you're just gonna go pinch theirs. Am I wrong? I mean,
No, I agree with you. That's what I don't understand. She touched him
She did it first.
Don't touch him. Right.
Yeah.
Don't touch people. And then cry when they touch you and act like you're so offended. I don't like that shit.
I don't think she was that offended. Was she that offended? Or was her boy making it out to be worse?
Enough to bring it up and make her boyfriend upset about it.
Yeah.
Or do you think he's just like, ooh, I can use this as a storyline now? Like, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Like
I'm a big bad alpha. Meanwhile, you look like you're fucking 10 pounds, buddy. He's like, I'm a big angry redhead.
I feel like you just know your partner, and if you know your partner, then you know what you could say that's going to set them off. And if it wasn't a big deal to her, then she would have kept it to herself. But that's why I hate Kristen. I just hate Kristen. She's a fucking dirty bitch. And Brittany's annoying me too. Brittany is annoying.
Brittany has the world's most ridiculous lisp, so I don't know if it's related
now that you said it.
Or if it's like new veneers, but like it's like she's got marbles in her mouth.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. She has a trout mouth now from all the work she's had done. Her mouth is like this all the time. She looks like a salmon all the time.
I never noticed people's lisps. I never notice people's lisps until people point them out, and then once somebody points them out, it's all I hear, and I can't listen to Sam Hunt music anymore because all I hear is his fucking lisp every time he sings. So.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
Okay. Well, if you listen to his music, all you hear is a fucking lisp.
Now I'm not going to.
Please don't. Please don't.
But no, Brittany sounds like she's got marbles in her mouth.
Now that's all I'm going to hear.
I just like the whole, like, okay, so she chooses in the middle of like girls' night, obviously such a produced moment, to tell Kristen that Alex is invited, and Kristen just acts like a Kristen, of course, like screaming, I don't want my ex-boyfriends about my family. What don't you get? Like, what? Your family? What? Has this been a discussion point before? I don't understand.
I think in her mind.
And then Brittany being like, Jax had good intentions. I'm like, what?
Yuck.
I can't. Have some beer cheese and sit down.
They're all just so ridiculous. Like, I can't help but just love it.
I mean, I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm just not invested in like those other 6 people, and I think I got to get more invested in them to care.
I like Nia. Is that her name? Nia. I like her.
Yeah.
Like one that does taekwondo.
Yes.
The one that has the 3 little babies.
Yeah, and cries when her husband gets pantsed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's probably going to be me soon.
I mean, postpartum.
So I said, like, I think that was just postpartum.
Everybody
don't
pants
it after you said it.
Joe. Don't pants Joe.
Walter's on the microphone. Say hi, Walter.
Oh, hi, handsome baby.
Say hi.
Such a cute little nugget.
Anything else, guys? Wow, this is a long episode. Hope you're still
listening.
We
were chatting. I know.
We're chatty today. We're chatty. Anything else?
I think I'm good.
I got it out of my system.
Same. I got a lot out of my system tonight. I did.
Same.
Thanks, girls.
We put Summer right to bed.
Here, follow us on Spotify wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on our socials on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok/X at Boujee Bravo Bitches, and on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group. We also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.